pleasure of introducing someone who I think is very, very dynamic. And I didn't write anything because I know a little bit about her. So if I miss anything, Teaira, you have to fill me in. But Teaira McMurtry is a doctoral candidate in the Department of Language and Literacy at Cardinal Stretch University. Also works part-time as an instructor at MATC and full-time at Milwaukee Public Schools as a literacy leader. What I love about Teaira is her energy. She's very energetic and knowledgeable. So we are in for a treat tonight. Without further ado, she's presenting in the forefront African American English and its proper place in the classroom.
This is my passion, AAE. African American English. Encourage you to, if something sparks your interest or, you have questions right away, jot those down, because I truly want to stop periodically, or if there's a burning, clarifying question, please, ask, raise your hand, or, interrupt me, that's fine, because it's really a conversation, okay? And with the conversation comes a critical conversation. Okay, usually with that word critical comes a lot of taboo, or don't want to get into those waters. But what I really truly want to encourage us is to be in a safe space. What I'm hoping is that as we develop or through the PowerPoint, then you will, or the presentation, you will then kind of affirm some of the things that you thought. And if it disaffirms what you thought, that's good too, right? Because it's always that conflict, especially in the literature. Even though, and I'm going to talk about several scholars of African American English, and a lot of them have, very similar values, very similar beliefs, but they diverge, they're intertwined, they intersect, so we'll get into that, okay? Little activity. I'm not gonna read it, okay? But what I want you to do at your, on your note card, is I want you to tell me what tense is that? It's so hard, that teacher wait time, they say count to 30 in your head, but I never make it past 5. And that's okay, if you don't want to share, we'll go ahead. What tense is that? And 2, how would you translate it to standard English?
She's been married, so I would say that it's past tense, and it means she didn't just get married, she's been married for a while.
Okay? Or what if I said it like this? Is Tina married? Girl, from a correctionalist, and we'll talk about that term in a minute, but from a correctionalist point of view, in standard American English, this will be error-ridden, okay, filled with incorrect grammar and needing of fixing, okay? And if you are familiar with Gorski's work, with which most of you are, it comes from a very deficit ideology. Academic English, standard American English are used interchangeably. We talk about the 3 types of teachers that's described in the literature in some way. And the correctionalist, think about a teacher who has the mindset standard English is the only way, right? And they, grade the papers. What would they do to this paper? Thank you. The teacher's role is not to change the native language of students, but to critically critique the prejudices to other dialects.